Each one of us have these kind of unconscious or subconscious posture and movement patterns, just like how we hold ourselves in space, and then what our go-to program is for our movements, whether that's walking or sitting or standing or running, all these kinds of things. And so those patterns, like one of the things I've learned over the years is that the soft tissues of the body, they accommodate the actions that we do most frequently, right? And so this is a way in which if I'm sitting in front of a computer all the time and I'm just so focused in my work that I'm not paying attention to how I hold myself, over time, because everything is in front of me, all of this in the front here will get short and will stay that way. And we'll actually come to a point where it feels familiar, that feels normal. But then the muscles on the back begin to protest because there's all this pulling forward. And so this is just an easy example of misalignment of the shoulders, right? Where if the shoulders are more broad and back, then these muscles on the back of the neck and the upper back don't have to complain. They have nothing to complain about, right? So misalignments show up in all kinds of different ways that way, and the pain that we get feedback from, whether that's in knee pain or hip pain or low back pain, are all signals and feedback to tell us that something isn't quite right. And so if we really think about it in that way, then the soft tissue, which includes muscles and then this sort of connective tissue throughout the body, is holding the skeleton in space. And so all of our joints are really the relationships between bones that are governed by the state of the soft tissues, for better or for worse. So when we have misalignments in the skeleton, those misalignments are often the result of patterns in the soft tissue that are just chronic and familiar, right? So massage ends up starting to address, first, it's one thing to actually get the tension out of the system and to reorganize the soft tissue, but none of that's going to change until the person actually changes how they live in their body. So that's another piece that I kind of look to bring in. I've started to do some work where I combine in one session a little bit of time on the massage table, a little time in here in the yoga room, to actually help them to use yoga practice as a way to rewire the normal patterns of posture and movement.